Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You ready? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay.
Smooth it out now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been practicing that because you yelled at me and said I have to learn that whole first line.
That's right.
And actually, I do it smoother than that, but I have to like work into it.
Yeah.
By the time I get to the fifth time going through it,
You gotta get yourself warmed up. Understand?
I forgot what I'm doing.
Well, that's why you get
I'm trying to remember it though.
Well, I know, but it's always good to refer back. Let me tune to you. Give me your E string.
So I have been practicing that, obviously.
Good. Now, the key is smooth. Get it to where. Now, as far as memorizing, that's fine. That happens when you play a piece over and over and over and over again. But I don't want you to make that part of your learning process. Don't worry about remembering. Because to me, it's more important that you learn to play while you're reading.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Play while you're reading, and you know what? The memorization just comes. And here's how I make my point. We've all seen big orchestras play. These highly paid, or they may not be highly paid, orchestra professionals, professional musicians, and they are playing pieces that you know they've played 10,000 times, and you know they are you playing over the top of my talking? Is this what's happening?
I'm listening to you, but I'm also reading and playing at the same time.
The people in an orchestra have their music in front of them. You know they know the piece.
Oh,
they know the piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my point is always read and play, even though you know it.
This is interesting. I just figured out that all I have to do is do an F chord here for.
For what? For the next line?
Yeah.
Well, it's not an F.
Oh, my fingers are in the right place, aren't they?
You're not playing an F.
That's not an F?
No, it's not. And anyway, for the next line, next line, it's an E chord to an A minor.
Well, this is a C.
There's only two chords in this.
This is a C, right?
I don't know. Where's your third finger?
Which, this one?
Your other third finger.
This one?
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay, well, that's a C chord, yes.
And so the F is here.
True, but it's nowhere in this piece.
Well, this is the fourth string. Oh, no, it's there.
Yeah.
You're right. It's right, so it's...
Yeah. And it doesn't start with that. It starts with E. It starts with E.
I start with an E chord?
Yeah. If we're talking about the second line,
yeah,
it starts with an E chord.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I wasn't looking at that.
And yeah, if you want to, don't try to. I mean, you can do what you want at home and make up whatever you want. But if you want to play this, then you have to read it.
Well, that's what I was trying to do there.
So what? So you're making an E chord, and the first note is what? What's the first note?
No, it's this one.
There you go. That's right. It's that one.
So
Now, well, if you want to get to that line, let's get to that line. But I want this to be smooth.
no, I'm going to practice that more when I get home.
But the way to play this one is not. Well, you could, but well, the way I teach it is with an alternating pick and finger. Pick and fingers. So you're going to do this. Like that. Pick, finger, pick.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Now, you certainly could do. I'm out of tune.
That's okay, but you want me to get used to doing a pick and a finger thing. So,
I do.
Because that happens a lot.
Happens a lot.
I get it.
Yeah. And you'll be glad that you,
All right, I'll
you'll
practice.
be glad that you
I'll practice.
developed this skill.
No, I'll practice it.
But there are a lot of guys out there who do absolutely no hybrid picking, no finger style, nothing. They just use a pick, and that's all they do.
No.
And they're quite good at it, and you could certainly do this.
I like being able to pick.
You could do that.
That's why I wanted to learn Blackbird.
Okay, yeah. See, this then you've got to develop this technique.
Yeah, because like I pick Blackbird, so
And it's called hybrid. When you're using a pick and a finger, it's a hybrid picking style. So we'll certainly work on that line when I think you've got this smooth.
well, yeah, but I mean,
And this
I can only sit there at home and go so much, and then. I actually like the last part a lot. I mean, this, after I get past the A minor chord,
Yeah.
I like this whole piece in here where I have to go from. That part.
Yeah, it's cool, huh? Feels good.
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. You're right. I agree.
I like, and it took me a little bit to figure out how to go from the to get back into the 2-0 then the 3 up here.
Now let me say. Let me bounce off of what you said. That you said, well, I can only do this so much. I understand that. However, you have to continue, even past the point of tedium, you have to continue to do it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes that doesn't matter. We still have to play past that point. It is tedious, but you got to play past it.
Well,
let me say honestly right now, you're playing it, you know it, but it's not perfect yet.
No, it's not close to perfect.
I want you to bring it to what I call performance level, and then you can say to me, let's move on to this. Now, you do know it. You're very familiar with it now. It's just not smooth yet.
No.
When you get it smooth, then you can tell me, Forrest, I'm ready for line 2. Okay. Now, what you do on your own is your business.
Good.
When you but when you come in here,
I understand. When I come in here, I have to play that. But when I'm at home, because what I really want to do is I want to get this smoother.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
want
all I'm
to, and then
saying.
I want to stumble through this.
Yeah.
And then I want to get this smoother, and then stumble through this. Get
Exactly.
this smoother,
Exactly.
and then maybe not stumble through it as much, and then get it smoother, and not stumble through it as much, and then get this smoother, then get this smoother, then get this smoother.
Yeah, that's all.
That's my work process at home.
That's great. But here's the thing. Now you're going from this to now a new technique that's going to take a lot more work.
Well,
It's gonna take a lot
learning,
more work.
figuring out how I went from here to here. Okay, because when I'm sitting there going, it was an epiphany. It really was. But I went, Where am I?
To the A minor.
No, I'm getting lost.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm getting lost a little bit. Okay, so actually it was supposed to be. No.
You mean the 2-1-2 on the third? That part there.
I left that out.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was trying to get to this part right here where you go from, because it's 01, 03,
Oh, I
oh,
see. Yeah. Yeah.
it's 01, 03, 1, 02, 03.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And it took me a while to go to figure out going, no.
Right.
And then I was stuck, and then I'd be like, and then all of a sudden I was sitting there just going, all of a sudden I'm like, no, all you gotta do is do that, dude,
And breakthrough.
Yeah, it was an epiphany, I told you, I was very proud of myself, I patted myself on the back, and then I went and had an ice cream or something.
That it happens to us all when we're working on something, and I love it when that happens, and I go, oh yeah.
I mean, I was stumbling.
I'm in the groove.
I was stumbling through that, and then all of a sudden I'd go, wait a minute, it's just bump, 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 bump. Oh, I get it, okay. So yeah, I had an epiphany.
Very cool.
Aren't you proud?
Play a A minor pentatonic scale, please.
Starting here.
Play a G flat minor pentatonic scale, please.
A G flat. Okay, so that's going to be here. No, that's a G sharp. This is a G. No,
Awesome.
that's a G. That's a G. Yeah, that's a G flat.
That's right.
Right?
And that's what I just keep doing that, moving it up and down the neck.
There was something that I wanted to go over with you.
Okay.
You had me doing, I think it was this.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't remember what I was doing.
Okay, well, the idea behind
And
that.
you wanted me to be calling out the
notes.
The notes.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
And so it was going to be A. So it's going what is that? That's A. This is A, B. Well, I don't know. This is A.
Well, hold on. Let's not get confused. Let's do it from here where you know. Okay, A. Let's do it here first. Back up here to the A. A, C. No, you play your A minor pentatonic, please. A, C, D, E. What's this note here?
That's going to be my. That's a D.
No. Fifth fret on the G string is what? I mean, fifth fret on the D string.
Oh, that's a G.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so then G, A, and then to A. Boom. And then we're done, because we're back to A. All right, so.
That's A,
C, D,
D,
E,
E,
G,
G.
A. Okay, so, and why do you know those? Because you know what the fifth frets are, right? It's the next. It's like when you're playing guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have to think a little bit about it. So, the idea being, we take those notes that we know we're playing, and we're doing this A, C, D, E, G, back to A. G is the 10th fret, and then back to A on the 12th. So, okay, yeah, exactly. A, C, D, E, G, A. And then that way you get to know the notes on the A string, and you do that with every every string, every scale,
All right.
getting to know our neck. Got to know our
I'm
neck.
getting to know.
Getting to know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like
All right,
I said,
so we're gonna do the same thing.
For me, repetition is,
We're gonna do the same thing on every scale. Right now, that's we'll start with that. But you're gonna do the same thing with the B, with D, with G, and the tricky one is the E because it's got some open strings involved. But it's the same pattern. It's fun too once you realize it. But we'll start with that, so you get to know these. Now, the reason the fifth and the sixth string notes are initially important is as we start to play our bar chords, we have to know what we're playing. Our sixth string root note bar chords. So when I shout out to you, this song is in D, you're gonna go, or you're gonna go either way, but you're gonna know. And that's why initially, like I said, we learned the fifth and sixth strings, but eventually we know them all. And we've talked about patterns, little tricks, right? We talked about, we know that the 12th fret is the same as the open string, right? We know our fifth frets because that's how we tune. We know our 7th fret. Why? What is the 7th fret trick? Remember, 7th fret trick?
Okay, 7th fret trick.
What is the 7th fret trick?
Oh,
That
golly,
we know.
I don't remember.
7th fret on the A string, please. Is what note?
7th fret on the A string.
Is.
Well, let's see. If this is...
I'll remind you. No, let's not do it that way. No, don't do it that way. No, we're not going to do it that way. It's the same as the string above, the open string above.
I thought that was the 5th fret.
Go back to the 7th, please. And listen, pay attention through your foggied up brain, like a sleep brain. That's
Okay.
right, same as the string above.
So
it's
A,
what? So it's
D.
what? So it's what? What note is that?
Well,
7th
it's
fret.
D, isn't it?
We're not on the D string, right? We're playing the 7th fret on the A string. What note is that? Same as the string above. Physically above. I'm talking
You mean this one here?
This string here, yeah, the string
Oh,
above.
see, I'm going the other way.
I understand, that's why I explained it.
All right, so that's an E.
Yeah, exactly. 7th fret on the D string, please.
7th fret.
On the D string now, please.
Oh, okay.
What note is that?
That's going to be A.
Very good. 7th, and so on. Okay.
Okay.
That's the
Now, what
7th
happens-
fret trick.
What happens
7th
when you-
fret trick.
What happens when you get here?
You got to go to the 8th fret. Very good.
There?
Very good. What note is that?
That's going to be G.
Good.
But then I go back here,
Then you go back
and
there.
that's B.
Very good. Yeah, little trick. That's all.
So E,
A,
A, D, G,
Isn't that neat?
B. Okay.
Yeah. That's neat. You know, and a lot of guys who play well, they couldn't tell you
You're only
that.
going to have to tell me that about 10 more times.
I figured, yeah.
I'm serious.
No, I know.
I mean, sooner or later it will seep into my
Well,
pea brain, but
this is not the first time I've told it to you, so I know that.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to tell me 10 times, and then it'll eventually seep into my pea brain.
All right, I'm gonna play a little. Blue in A's. I want you to give me some little riffs in A. And you're out of your A minor pentatonic scale. You're gonna play some notes that go along with what I'm playing, please. You sound better all the time.
I didn't do that right, I don't think.
Keep going. You'll hit stuff you don't like, and you'll hit stuff you do like.
Okay, now I want to ask you a question. You're gonna have to. All right, my pentatonic's here.
Yes, it is. What was your question?
I don't have to stay strictly on the pentatonic scale though.
No, you don't have to.
Because this thing, this one right here seems,
No, you don't have to. Now you can hang it. You definitely don't want it to sound like a scale. Those are the right notes, but you play them in different order, and it starts to sound like a solo. And then you start adding technique, like you know this. We could call this a position or a box. You know the box. You can start doing little techniques like a little hammer or a slide or a bend. Hammer, bend, slide. And it's you add technique to knowledge, and now it starts sounding musical.
do it again. I'm gonna try some.
Good. Good thinking. See what fretboard knowledge does for you?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work on my fretboard knowledge. That's exactly, I was thinking about this at home.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this at home, and where's my A, my other A's?
Your other A's. That's
Yes,
right.
I was thinking about that. So yeah, so then I get to come down here and I can.
It's the same pattern. You're going to start this A. It's the same pattern.
Yeah. Oh wait though, if I start the A here, because it's
No, then you still same pattern. You're going to skip to. There you go. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
still that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still that. But remember what happens at the B string. You got to compensate. When you get up there, you got to go up half a step.
All right, so I'm gonna be going.
Yes. Very good. Now where's A up here? A up here, you know you can go home by getting up here. There's A again. Why? Why? Because we're starting over. Here's E, 5th fret past E, right, is up here. And it nicely,
Really?
we're nice to put our dots for us. So
No,
3rd fret, 5th
no,
fret.
no. You just don't gloss right through that. We're going over that again. Okay, so
here's
if
E
I'm
again.
If I'm sitting here and and where's the A?
A is the 5 frets past E again, just like it is here. 5 frets past the open E. Here's E again. You got to go 5 frets. Now you got the dot to help you. This is like the 3rd fret.
All right, so
That's like the 5th fret.
It's this dot.
Yeah, it's that dot there. There's A again.
Now, if I'm there at A, what happens if I want to go down?
Now this is where you start knowing that what notes are in the scale will help you.
Okay,
Yeah,
forget
that's-
it.
and that's
Forget it.
down the road.
That's more than I want to do
That's
right
down the
now.
road. Yeah, exactly.